this is Winged, and I'm speaking about how we and why we pulled everything into and as basically one dimension, meaning that the dimensions are here on Earth. So Earth, physical plane, and human beings, this universe is the only universe that exists at this moment. Now this was quite a journey, because it took us about 2.5 years now to get everything to just one placement, one dimension, as one, so that we all as one together may move forward in this process of manifesting heaven as earth, and where everyone realize themselves as oneness and equality with all of existence. So we found universes upon universes on different dimensional planes, different dimensional frequencies, different sound vibrations. Of course, I've mentioned that we human beings had God selves, one atom gods, higher selves, future selves, past selves. Then there were parallel universes, parallel galaxies, parallel worlds, parallel selves. We found layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of existences, layers, grid lines within human beings' physical human bodies. There were universes in your human physical body, like 27 or so different universes in your human physical body, where your past lives, your future to be, your present, other beings, worlds, past lives, they were still intertwined and interconnected inside human beings. It was a little mess. Everything was the definition of separation. And there were no dimensional beings bothering themselves with human beings in any way whatsoever. Every dimensional being was standing like separate from human beings, like next to them or behind them or up there somewhere or inside, but still separate. For instance, the one atom God was just stuck in an atom inside the center of your human physical body. The higher self was in this backpack placement on your back. Your God self was somewhere up there doing absolutely nothing but observe. Then, of course, you had your guides and your angels standing next to you doing absolutely nothing. For instance, who was it? Vino and Jack both. They were once in this situation. No, it was Jack. Excuse me. Jack was once in the situation where a man was beating his girlfriend, literally beating her into pulp in their apartment, and this angel was standing there, the woman's guide, and Jack asked, "Well, what the hell are you doing? Why are you allowing this?" And apparently this angel said, "No, this woman has got to learn a lesson. She deserves it. I may not intervene because I did not get permission from my master." And Jack said, "Well, do you need permission to intervene when a man is beating his wife?" And the angel said, "Yes, I must wait for permission." So Jack intervened, and he got in a bit of trouble in the dimension, so he had to hide. But that's another long story. So, for instance, like that, I mean, that is really just unacceptable. So, there was much that was unacceptable in existence, mostly everything. And then we started pulling everything together. Now, that was also a story, because now we're pulling everything together, and as we're pulling everything together, ripping everything apart, trying to understand what's going on in existence, there is much to seek going on as well. Oh, there was so much. And because what we were looking for was maybe someone in existence being able to tell us or support us or explain to us what's going on in this world. You know, what's going on with human beings in the world, and why is what is going on going on. You know, the rape, the murder, the abuse, the violence. Why is this being accepted and allowed? And we found nothing but deceit and separation in the dimensions. And so we started pulling in. Like we removed all existences. We removed all dimensions. We removed all layers, all planes, all planets, all galaxies, all cities. We just removed everything. Because they were like, everyone was in their own little happy existence, separate from Earth. It's like just not wanting to face Earth or human beings in any way whatsoever. And thus we pulled all beings in existence, all beings, all and everything, into existence to this one dimension here and said, right, here's processes of forgiveness and corrective application that's required to be done for you to be able to face you in this world and human beings for what has been accepted and allowed in this world, and to start directly participating in assisting and supporting human beings. Because it's enough now. The separation was extensive. You know, we found beings in rocks on Earth who trapped themselves deliberately in rocks for self-punishment. You know, who condemned themselves to the hell of being a rock to punish and condemn themselves for wrongdoings and shamefulness. So there were zillions of dimensional beings upon zillions. Many. But as the process continued, there was always the choice between life or systems. And that was guided through specific forgiveness processes, which I'll also be talking about. Specific forgiveness processes and dimensional processes to be able to understand what they have allowed themselves to become as another dimensional beings, and to give themselves the opportunity to experience themselves as life through assisting and supporting human beings directly here on Earth. And to understand what it is that we're busy doing, bringing everyone and everything to one dimension, to one place, so we are able to, as all as one, for a moment stop. Just stop everything, because we are not able to continue like this anymore. And then from there, it's not again like starting again. It's more like realizing, you know, who we are and what we have allowed, so we don't do that again. And so there were some dimensional beings who chose to remain systems, and they were appropriately removed, because systems are able to be removed in a moment. Though, if they chose life to actually directly participate here in this world, they gave themselves the opportunity to do so. But that will be more explained when I share with you my experience with Satan and the devil in terms of choosing life or a system. It's quite funny. So that's the reason and how we started pulling everything in existence just to one dimension, so we can understand what on earth have we done, really. Okay, thank you very much. This is Winged.